The following is one in a series of programs presented by the Noon Optimist Club of Rome to honor outstanding students in the Rome and Floyd County schools. Honorees are selected by their teachers and counselors based on academic performance, extracurricular activity, and all-around good citizenship both in and outside of the school environment. Friend of Youth is the theme and constant focus of the Noon Optimist Club of Rome. In addition to its Student of the Month and Student of the Semester luncheons, or our annual Student of the Year banquet, the club either sponsors or gives financial support to more than a dozen other youth-related events and organizations in the Rome and Floyd County area. All of these activities are made possible by proceeds from the Noon Optimist Club's only fundraiser. That's our annual pancake breakfast. It's held each year at the Rome Civic Center on Jackson Hill on the Saturday before Thanksgiving.
Good evening. If I can have your attention, please. I want to welcome everyone to this year's Terrific Kids program on behalf of the Optimist Club of Rome. It's a special treat for us to have this program tonight, and I especially want to welcome our terrific kids and their family to this event. Before we get started, I got a couple other folks I want to thank. First of all, I'd like to thank Pleasant Valley North Baptist Church for the facilities that they've allowed us to use. This is great facilities, and we appreciate their cooperation. This is the second year they've done that, and we appreciate that. Also, I want to thank Chick-fil-A for assisting in our meal. We'll tell you a little bit about that, a little bit more how to get your meal and get started with our dinner before our program. Before we do this, I'd like to ask Bob Agan, Associate Pastor with Pleasant Valley North Baptist Church, to come forward and deliver our invocation. And we'll follow that with the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, and that'll be led by Barbara Pinson, one of our club members. Bob?
Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight, and I hope that as you find our place will be fitting for you tonight and home for you tonight. If you have any questions or any needs that come up, please don't hesitate to see myself or Keith, our facilities coordinator in the back, would be happy to assist you with anything. Probably one of the most important things is, besides the food, is the restroom. It will be out the door where Jan Leonard is. She's raising her hand, and it's directly behind the sound booth. So if you'll just keep hanging a right, that's where our restrooms are. You'll find those for you. If you have any needs other than that, please let me know, and we'll be happy to take care of those. But if you could allow me to pray, and we'll get the evening kicked off. Our Father, you are a wonderful God, and we're so grateful for our evening tonight, that everyone here is safe. And God, we pray that that would be your will for us as we leave too, that we would return to our homes and just in safety. Father, for our food tonight, we're grateful for it, for Chick-fil-A and for those that have prepared it, and for everyone that has gone to make this evening to happen tonight. We're grateful for their efforts. God, we pray that we would be honored tonight, that we would bless you with all that we do. Father, thank you for this food. We pray that you'll bless us, nourish us, and we're grateful for these young folks that are here tonight, for the honor that they'll have, and just for the organization within itself. Continue to bless them and their works that they do here in our community. We offer a prayer in Jesus' name. Amen.
First off, let me say, let's not forget those who have given their lives for this flag, for our country, for our freedom. And if you would, please join me by standing. We're going to pledge allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Okay, we'll go ahead and now at this time and get start our program. If you're still eating, continue to eat. Enjoy your meal. I hope you enjoyed your meal from Chick-fil-A, and continue to enjoy that. You know, we're fortunate in the Noon Optimist Club to have a lot of hard workers and a lot of people that really put a lot of time into doing the things that we do to help support the youth in the community. And at this time, I want to turn our program over to Jim Bojo. Jim is our program chairman for the Terrific Kids program. I'm not sure exactly how many years he's been doing it. 75, I believe. But he's been doing it for a long time, and he does a great job. So I'm going to turn it over to Jim, and Jim will introduce the people that helped him with this program. Jim?
just so you'll know, I may have been here 75 years, but Bruce used to do this before me. Okay, we're here tonight to honor our 4th and 5th graders from all over the county and in the city. And we are going to start today by introducing you to some special people that are here tonight. First of all, from the Rome Board of Education is Dr. Brittany Wilson, if you'll stand. She is Assistant Superintendent and a great supporter of our Optimist Club. Also, we've got Miss Jill Fisher, who is, you got to stand. She is on the Board of Education, and she's joined by her husband here, Dr. Mark Fisher. All right, thank you. Another board member, Dr. Melissa Davis, is here with her husband, Mr. Greg Davis. Thank you very much. Another board member, Mr. Alvin Jackson, and his wife, Bernice Jackson, has joined him tonight. Thank you very much. And last but not least, Mr. John Aldrich and his wife, Jennifer, are here tonight. Will Byington is here, but he didn't make my list, so I'm sorry. No, Will Byington is yeah, you got the free food, don't. All right, Will, if you'll stand, let everybody see who you are. I'm sorry, thank you. And from the county, Mr. Chip Hood. Now, I hesitated there because I was going to tell a story about Chip, but I decided that we'd just stick to the kids. Tonight, you're going to meet some of the best kids that we have in the Rome City and Floyd County schools. They're 4th graders, 5th graders, and they come from all the schools. Unfortunately, we've got a couple of kids that couldn't be here tonight because they were sick. Was told one of them had the flu, and he didn't want to miss it, but I'm glad he did. To put this program on, there's several things or several people that I have to rely on heavily, very heavily, to help me get through and get all this done and see what you've got out here. First of all, my wife she don't think I'm capable, and I can talk about her because she's not here, but she don't think I'm capable of doing this, and she's probably right. But everything you got in the mail, in every program you're looking at, she did. But so I want to thank her. Also, Terry Ainsworth, she's standing right over here. She's going to be, each child will get what we call a goodie bag. It's just a bag that's got stuff in it that, candy, I don't know what all. Terry's in charge of that. She does a great job. And also, Jenny Reber is back here. Jenny does the certificates that the children will get, and hopefully they'll take care of those. Teresa Perry over there in the corner. Teresa does. She probably accosted y'all when you come in to get some money, some of you, but she does a really good job with that, and she does that every year. And finally, Jan Leonard. I don't know where Jan is. There, Jan's right back there. Jan is responsible for us being here tonight. And just so you'll know, that we've been to several locations through the last 17, 18 years, and this one here is working out very, very well. So we're going to get started. And I'm going to start by apologizing because I'm going to butcher some names. There is no doubt in my mind that I'm going to butcher some names. So please bear with me, and whatever teacher, counselor, principal comes up, please correct me. And also, if you will, identify yourself as who you are so that everyone will know whether you're a teacher, principal, or whatever. All right, we're going to start with Alto Park. And our first, the two students are Carlos Velasquez and Briley Wargu. Okay. Well, let me just tell you about Carlos. Carlos' favorite subject is math. His favorite after-school activity, he likes to play soccer. I'm taking this as Carlos right here, okay? When he grows up, he wants to be a soccer player. The person he admires most is his dad, and he's big into soccer because activities that he's involved in, he plays soccer. All right, Briley, her favorite subject is ELA. Favorite after-school activity is gymnastics. When she grows up, she wants to be a lawyer. I ain't going there. Who does she admire most is her brother, and the activities that she is involved in include tumbling.
All right.
This is the only guy that's been to more of these than I have.
Come on now. We've been 18 of them together.
No, I missed one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So you didn't even miss me.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Mr. Bojo. I'm Doug Cannon, fifth grade teacher at Alto Park. I teach social studies and math and writing. And to start this thing off with, if it wasn't for the parents and guardians, we wouldn't be here, we wouldn't have a job, and to be quite honest, we wouldn't have a calling in life. So thank y'all for what you do. In trusting us, we're with them probably more than they are with you in the waking hours. Now, they may be with you more if they're asleep at night, hopefully. But I thank y'all for trusting us, and hopefully we can make a difference in their lives in a positive way, because there's plenty of negatives out there, and we're not going to go that way. We'll start off with Briley. I can't believe that she said her favorite subject was ELA, and I teach her math and social studies. She came to me in social studies. She said, Mr. Cannon, I like school, but I hate social studies. I said, well, we're going to change that. And her second grade that she had from me was, it was between a A and a B, and she told me, she said, I never made that before. I said, well, that's good. So maybe her likes are changing a little bit. This is what the teachers, Miss Tappan, Miss Plunkett, and Miss Lamboy got together, and this is what we came up with to say about Briley. Nominated Briley for a terrific kid because she is a very bright young lady who's liked by all of her peers. She always has a positive attitude, works hard in class, and I believe that Briley will continue to demonstrate the qualities of a terrific kid as she grows and gets older. That's Briley. Hold your applause till we get to Carlos, and then we'll tear this place down with applause. Carlos, well, now, I teach Carlos writing, and his favorite subject's math. So, well, I don't know what that says about me, but I think, and I do have the final say-so on your grade, so y'all remember that. This is what we chose to say about Carlos. Carlos is a wonderful student. I always prepared for class by having his classmates back and having his homework completed. Carlos is a very well-mannered young man, very dependable, and always willing to help out a classmate whenever he can. Very proud of Carlos is a terrific kid, along with every student here. They're all terrific kids, no matter where they come from and what background. But thank you once again for allowing us as teachers to hopefully have a positive attitude. And let's give a big round of applause for Carlos and Riley.
Yeah, Doug and I go back to that 75 years that Bruce was talking about. Okay, we've got two students from Annie K, Zelaya Turner and Adin Garcia Juarez. I will tell you that Adin, favorite subject is science. His favorite activity is to play outside. He wants to be a videographer when he grows up. His person he admires most is his mom, and his after-school activities include playing with friends. Zelaya, her favorite subject is math. After-school activity is playing outside, and when she grows up, she wants to be a nurse.
I'm Taylor Butler. I teach fourth grade ELA. I'm here for Zelia, and Zelia is a student that all of us teachers would love to have in our class. She embodies what AKD represents, being ambitious, kind, and disciplined. She always comes in, works hard. She doesn't know what she's doing. She always asks a question. she's always kinder than necessary. And I mean, she always shows integrity. Even if people are doing the wrong thing, you can count on her to do the right thing. And I'm just proud to call her my student. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Taylor Washington. I'm 5th grade math teacher at Anna K. Davey. And it's actually my first year, and I'm just blessed to have a great first class. And I'm even more thankful to have Aiden in my class. He represents great leadership qualities, and he's always helping out others. He's, getting everybody on track, and he's always engaged in his lessons, and I just really appreciate him. And I want to say thank you.
One thing that I failed to mention from the outset is, you see the cameras back there, we are videotaping this, and we will have that available to every student or someone else that wants it. That's just something we've never done before, and we're going to try to make it work. We're even going to try to get it on TV. Our Murchie Elementary, Teresa Arias and Ava Huggins. Teresa's favorite subject is science. Her after-school activity, she likes to draw. She's thinking about being a lawyer. She admires her family and activities that she's involved in. Where is Teresa? Come here. The activities that she's involved in, it says none. All right, Ava, her favorite subject is math. She likes playing with her brother. She grows up, she wants to be a veterinarian. She admires her big sister, Abigail, and she's involved in volleyball and ballet.
Hi, my name is Kim Justice, and I'm here representing Teresa. She's in my homeroom. Teresa is new to our Murchie Elementary this year. She's the kind of student that teachers would love to fill every seat of the classroom. She is kind, polite, willing to help others, and strives to achieve at a high level. Teresa is at the top of her class in all subjects. She takes her time and puts forth an enormous amount of effort in her work. She's an exceptional writer, advanced reader, top 10% in math, and a high achiever in science and social studies. Our school's behavior expectation is for all students to soar, and Teresa is one we can count on to be a role model because we know that she's going to be following the rules and expectations. Mrs. Hood, her math teacher, Miss Moore, her social studies science teacher, and I are proud of our terrific kid, Teresa Arias.
Hi, I'm Denise Minshew, and I teach 5th grade, and Ava Huggins is my team's terrific kid. Ava's an exceptional young lady and student. She works very hard in the classroom to complete all the tasks and assignments. She exemplifies every character trait that a terrific kid should. She's always respectful to adults and other students. She's responsible with her schoolwork and shows perseverance through her never give up attitude. She cares about others and always thinks about how to treat others fairly. She embodies what it means to be a good citizen of our school and community. We're so thankful that we have students like Ava to be a leader and role model for other students in our school. She is really a terrific kid.
Berry College Elementary and Middle School. Students include Lily Stevens and Avery Pilgrim. Lily, her favorite subject is reading. She likes to play outside with her dogs after school. When she grows up, she wants to be a preschool teacher. She admires her dad, and her activities include ballet and church. Avery, his favorite subject is math. His favorite after-school activity is basketball. He wants to be a veterinarian when he grows up. And when asked who he admires most, he said, "My grandma." because she tells me to go out into the world and make my dreams come true. Thank you, Grandma. Is Grandma here? There she is back there. Okay, and activities he's involved in include volleyball, basketball, horseback lessons, and 4-H.
Hi, my name is Justin Merriam. I'm the 4th grade teacher at Berry Elementary. And I'm very lucky to have Lily in my class this year in 4th grade. She's a wonderful young lady. She has a very kind heart. And Lily has so many strengths, but I think the one that just stands out is just her amazing kindness. She is just a kind and caring student. She's a wonderful friend, but she goes out of her way to help, to support, and to be kind to just any student in our class. She's always has a kind word to say to someone, and she's always looking out for those who may be hurt or having a bad day. I'm truly glad that Lily's a member of our class, and I think that our classroom environment is a much better place because of her.
Hi, I'm Lori Frederick. I'm the principal at Berry Elementary, and I am delighted and honored to be in this room full of terrific kids and parents and grandparents. And I want to tell you a little bit about this sweet girl, Avery. I have some words that were written by her 5th grade teacher this year. She said, "Avery is always ready with a smile and a greeting. Avery is truly a terrific kid. She is willing to try anything new and will do so in a creative way. Avery is one of the hardest working students at our school and will ask for help when she needs it. But instead of saying, 'I just don't get it,' we've all heard that before as teachers, Avery will ask for help with a very specific need instead. Avery has also represented our school on the volleyball and basketball teams, and most recently at the Floyd County 4-H District Project Achievement, where she earned 3rd place for her speech on horses. Whenever a student is absent, Avery takes notes for a classmate without even being asked. You want to be Avery's friend and neighbor because she is truly a terrific kid."
Cave Spring Elementary School. Their students are Jackson Wilson and okay, I hope. Yeah, I don't have her sheet. But I can tell you that Jackson, favorite subject is social studies. He likes his after-school activity, baseball with my dad. When he grows up, he wants to be a marine biologist. He admires his dad and his activity. He's planning to sign up for baseball. Katie Grace Tierce. Her favorite subject is math. She really likes to read Harry Potter. She wants to be either a teacher or a hairdresser. She admires her family, and she's involved in BTV.
I'll go ahead and start. My name is Francesca Spaccia. I'm the 5th grade ELA and social studies teacher at Cave Spring Elementary. And I'm here to talk about Jack. Jack is extremely witty and bright. He is always engaged in what he does, whether that's schoolwork, playing with friends, participating in our spelling bee contest, and even being honored to read our Veterans Day poem for our veterans. He does everything with pride and is very respectful. Jack has an uncanny love for history and shines in class when he is able to add very significant information, or we like to call it fun facts, on behalf of his teacher. He is a joy to have, and he just doesn't get recognized enough for his creativity. So that's Jack.
I'm Donna Morgan. I teach 5th grade math and science at Cave Spring, and I have had the privilege of teaching both of these students now for 2 years. I was able to loop up with them, so I had them in 4th grade, and now I had the privilege of having both of them in 5th grade. I just can't say enough about Katie. Katie is a joy to have in class. She's always willing to help, but ultimately her heart is what brings her here today. She has a heart for others. She cannot stand to see someone hurting, and she wants to fix it, and she wants to do everything she can. She's a peacemaker. Katie also just epitomizes childhood. She just is just such whimsy in her personality, and she just, she's just so happy, and we all need a little bit of Katie tears in our personality in the world we live in today. She's very quiet, and sometimes it causes her to be overlooked, but she really deserves to shine, and that's why I chose her to be our terrific kid.
All right, teachers, when you come up here, if you will, bring the student up with you. Know there's some people trying to take some pictures, and it messes up. Okay, Darlington School. And I've got the same problem with Darlington that I had with the last one. I've only got one.
Ms. Lawson has the other, but she is out sick or child.
Well, you're going to have to make it up. Okay, the one I do have, Jalen Patel, favorite. Oh, wait a minute, I do have the other one. Hang on a minute. Voila. Okay, go back to Jalen. His favorite subject is math. After-school activity is playing. When he grows up, he wants to be an engineer, and he admires both his mom and dad, and his activities include basketball. Lexi Moore, favorite subject is art. Favorite after-school activity, soccer and basketball. When they grow up, an art teacher or a veterinarian. Admires her mom, and activities include painting, sketching, riding my easy roller. You want to tell me what that is? Okay, later. And Doug Cannon, none of these kids are writing, so just so you'll know. All right.
My name is Thad Mathis. I am the fourth grade math and a social studies teacher at Darlington. I will be representing Miss Lawson as well, Elizabeth Lawson. She is the ELA teacher, fourth grade ELA teacher at Darlington. Unfortunately, her daughter's out with a flu, so she is home tonight taking care of her. We'll start with Jalen. Jalen is a kid who genuinely cares about his education. Even as a fourth grader, Jalen puts in hours upon hours of hard work to make sure he has given himself the best chance possible to do well in school. He not only cares immensely about his academics, but he also cares about his classmates and how they feel. Time after time again, I've caught Jalen leaving one activity, a break, to go play with someone who maybe doesn't have anyone to play with that day, or someone who's feeling lonely. He's just what we really look for when we think about this award for the terrific kid. Jalen constantly proves why he's a terrific kid, and I honestly can't wait to see how his terrific work ethic, attitude, and just love of life translate to the future. Thank you, Jalen. And like I said, Miss Lawson is out, but she did leave with me some words for Lexi. Miss Lawson wrote that this year I have the great privilege of teaching Lexi and having her in my homeroom. I believe Lexi deserves this award because of her ability to come into a new environment and overcome the struggles that come with being the new kid. Not only has she overcome the challenge gracefully, but she has also risen to be a leader in the classroom and has shown kindness and generosity to everyone around her. She lights up the room with her smile and her giggle. Lexi, thank you for being the kid that you are. You are a treasure, and we are thankful for you.
All right, next up is East Central Elementary School, and the students include Katerina Domingo Gaspar and Sam Twente. All right, Sam comes up here. I want to talk about this in a minute. Katerina's favorite subject is science. She likes to do science experiments. Favorite after school, she likes to read. She grows up, she wants to be a singer. Come here. You're not going to sing? But if she can't do that, she can be a teacher. And the person she admires most is Miss Stewart, her music teacher, and she is involved in chorus in church. Sam, come here, Sam. I'm doing this for a reason. His favorite subject is math. He said he likes numbers and Mrs. Jones. Okay. His favorite after-school activity is basketball. Now, here's the part I want to talk. When he grows up, okay, he's a 5th grader. He's got 2 plans written on here. How many of you in the 5th grade knew enough to make 2 plans? You know, in the 5th grade, I had 2 plans in the 5th grade. I did. One was to get out of the 5th grade, and the second one was to do it on time. He wants to be a professional athlete. That's plan A. And plan B says he wants to be a doctor. So either way, he's going to do okay. He admires Mr. Chester, his 5th grade reading teacher. He's involved in Get Fit Club, basketball, baseball, and church.
Hi, I'm the school counselor at East Central Elementary and chosen to be the representative for these 2 terrific kids. I'm going to first talk about Katarina. Katarina, if you'll come stand with me. The teachers instantly and unanimously selected Katarina as our terrific kid. On a consistent basis, day in and day out, Katarina exhibits the character that any parent in this room would want for a child, and it sounds like we brought them all in one place. She's kind and she's helpful. She'll volunteer to help any new student or a student that might be struggling with a math problem. We see a potential of her being a teacher one day. She knows how to work with other students in a nurturing way, not condescending, and with a sense of humility. She follows the rules and she strives to do her best in all subjects. She's an excellent student in math. She could be an accountant or an engineer. She'll also make great strides in reading and in math. Katarina is a ray of sunshine. Every morning she brings in a smile and a positive attitude to school every single day. Katarina. Thank you. So I had to ask Mr. Chester how he felt about Sam. He said, well, Webster's dictionary says very great, extraordinary as a definition of terrific. Sam Tweeney is the epitome of this word. He's an outstanding student in every aspect of the word. Sam's also pleasant, respectable, and attentive in class. He's responsible. He's organized, despite juggling the many activities and sports that he does each week. Sam is insightful, using high-order thinking skills which allow him to consistently score in the top of his class. Sam is every teacher's dream when it comes to teaching students. And Mr. Chester says he loves having him in class. Sam Tweeney, terrific kid. Thank you.
You know, the best part of this up here is when these teachers come to me beforehand and go, do I really have to go up there? Yep. Elm Street. Their students include Cami Connell and Josias Ordonez. Cami's favorite subject is science. Her favorite after-school activity is making slime. When she grows up, she wants to be a vet. She admires her brother, and she's involved in volleyball and making slime. Crafts, actually. Josias, I'm hoping that's right, enjoys math, playing soccer. He wants to be a doctor. He admires his mom, and he's involved in kids club at his church.
Hi, my name is Kim Connell, and I am here to represent Hoseas. Josias is one of the most kind, hardworking, dedicated students I think I've ever had in all my years of 5th grade. He gives his best effort on every single assignment all the time, no matter what it is. And he always does so with a positive attitude and a smile and a word of encouragement for his peers. He definitely makes all of us teachers laugh with his witty sense of humor, even when he's not trying to be funny, which is the funniest part. My husband came to visit the other day and he asked him if he could roll his tongue because we had been learning about inherited traits. And so you just never know what you might get, but he will always make you smile. He's always concerned with the well-being of his peers and his teachers. And despite any challenge that he faces, he always perseveres and just is a positive light for everyone around him. He is definitely a terrific kid.
My name is Jordan Donegan, and I teach math at Elm Street, and I'm here to represent Cammie. She is the daughter of Kim and doesn't realize that this year in 5th grade she got 3 moms instead of just 1. So we chose Cammie as a terrific kid for a lot of different reasons. She's an outstanding student who is committed to her work, and no matter the assignment, she always gives it 100%. She also is always there to help other people who are not giving it their best and need some encouragement. She's there to stand beside them and say, it's okay, you can do this, and encourage them to do it. She's kind and honest in all situations. It's not uncommon to find her sitting beside someone who's the new student or the new kid at school, at lunch or at recess, pulling them in to play with them and including them in everything. We are proud of Cammie for setting such a good example for everyone at Elm Street, and we're very happy to have her as our terrific kid.
All right, next in line is Garden Lakes Elementary School. Anthony Navarrete and Clara Painter. Anthony's favorite subject is science. His after-school activity is soccer. When he grows up, he wants to be an anesthesiologist. He admires his parents, and after school, he likes to play soccer, or that's his activity. Clara, her favorite subject is math. After school activity, she loves to read. A teacher or a roof designer is what she wants to be when she grows up. The person she admires most is my God, Jehovah. And the activities she's involved in include chorus, honor chorus, state chorus, 4-H, and so on.
Good evening. My name is Christy Turner. I am one of 5 5th grade teachers at Garden Lakes Elementary. And I am very honored to be here to present our 2 terrific kids to you tonight. The very first one, Anthony, he is the definition of perseverance. Anthony is a wonderful student who does not let anything get him down. And he doesn't let anything get in the way of his education. He is driven, he is kind, and he's always walking around the halls with a smile on his face. He is our other team of 5th grade teachers, they'd say that he is just the ideal student, the student that everybody wants to teach. He comes in knowing if he's going to be absent to collect his work so he doesn't miss anything. And he has overcome so many obstacles in his life to be able to be this amazing student that you see here in front of you tonight. Anthony is hardworking. He is a great team member in the classroom, and he works well with others. He is very charismatic and is a young man that always greets adults with respect and his peers likewise. Our second terrific kid is Clara. I'm proud to say that she is one of the students in my homeroom. Clara is one special kind of kid. From the day that she walked into our classrooms, she not only presented us with a smile, but she has been just an inspiration in so many ways. To not only us as her teachers, but also to all of her peers. Clara is an incredibly giving individual. She's always willing to help anywhere in any way that she can. She's always looking for ways to overcome any challenges that she might have. She's not afraid to come ask any questions. Clara is a natural born leader. I would not doubt that she would be our president one day. She is amazing. But I don't think a day also with her as well that goes by that we don't see her walking around the halls just smiling and greeting everybody cheerfully. And even when she doesn't feel well and she's sick and needs to go home, she's still, I can hang in there, Mrs. Turner. But she is just an overall wonderful influence and a beneficial member in our classroom. And both of these students have just incredibly bright futures ahead of them.
Clara, I just want to tell you that you've got some competition in the room. If you want to be the president, just sit tight. All right, Georgia School for the Deaf. And their terrific kids include Paris McCrory and Janiyah Holmes. Paris' favorite subject is reading. After-school activity is basketball. When she grows up, she wants to work at Walmart. Who she admires most is Nicole Cascone. And activity she's involved in includes basketball. Janiyah's favorite subject is math. After-school activity is basketball. Also wants to work at Walmart and admires her mother, and activity that she likes to be involved in is basketball.
Hi, I'm Rachel Neighbors. I'm the fourth grade teacher at Georgia School for the Deaf. Sadly, Janiyah is sick today, so she's not able to join us, but I have with me Paris. And the word that comes to mind when I think of Paris is resilient. At 5, 6 years old, she moved up here to Cave Springs away from her parents Monday through Friday. And she's here every week with a smile on her face, helping out in the classroom, helping out in the dorm. Struggles in math, but still will come in every day during math class and ask questions and works hard and is extremely respectful.
Next, we have Johnson Elementary, and the students include Rhiannon Fricks and Orgel Adams. Rhiannon's favorite subject is math. After-school activity, going outside and drawing. When she grows up, she wants to open her own restaurant. We might let you cater this thing. No, you don't want to do that? Okay. Who she admires most is her mother and her grandmother, and activities include cooking with her grandmother, washing cars, raking leaves, making money, and spending time with my mom. Now, who wants to take her home? Orgel, his favorite subject is math. After school, he played soccer. He wants to be, when he grows up, a robotics engineer. And he admires his dad, and his activities include soccer and basketball.
Good evening. My name is April Cummings, and I'm the assistant principal at Johnson Elementary School. It is my honor to be here with you tonight to represent these two students who are so deserving. They have amazing teachers, but they themselves are amazing. And thank you, Noon Optimist Club, and also Pleasant Valley North for putting this together. This really is a special night for our children and our families. So now, without further ado, I want to let you know that Orgel Adams and Rhiannon Fricks exemplify what we call at Johnson as cool cat character. When they walk in the door every day, they both have smiles. They are friendly not only to their friends, but to other students who are in grades below them. They are looked up to among their peers and really shine. So I would like to share with you what their teachers wrote about them as they nominated them for this year's Johnson Elementary School Terrific Kids. First, I would like to tell you about Orgil Adams. Orgil is a well-rounded, energetic student. He gets along with his peers, maintains good grades, and enjoys sports. Orgil was born in Mongolia. He plays basketball and soccer, but loves soccer the most. Education is very important to Orgil and to his family. He is an avid reader and was the first fifth grader at our school to read 1 million words in our Words Read Challenge. Currently, he has read over 1.3 million words this year. So proud of you. Orgil also enjoys participating in Johnson's Chorus and Honors Chorus, and I have heard him sing this year, and he is extremely good. Would you like to sing? We are so proud of Orgil as one of our fifth grade representatives for Terrific Kids. And our next terrific kid is Rhiannon Fricks. And her teachers were so happy and so proud to nominate her for this special recognition. Rhiannon has demonstrated many qualities of a terrific kid. She is such a bright and kind and considerate student. No matter the challenge, Rhiannon always perseveres at school. One of her most admiring qualities is the empathy she shows others. We are thrilled to be able to nominate Rhiannon for this honor. Her teachers, Mrs. Davis and Mrs. Sutton, wanted to recognize her for her resiliency and ability to put forth her best effort, even overcoming obstacles that may be in her way. And as they nominated her and shared their thoughts with me today, they beamed with pride and happiness for you.
Model Elementary terrific kids include Jack Miles and Maddie Smith. Jack is not with us tonight. He is not feeling well, but we're going to tell you a little bit about him anyway, in case you know him. His favorite subject is social studies. After-school activity includes reading comic books and playing video games. When he grows up, he wants to be an entertainer, like a YouTuber, videoing fun and interesting things. His activities include, he says, I want to be model middle school band next year, and I would like to play the drums. So there you go. All right, Maddie, her favorite subject is art. After school activities, she enjoys drawing and spending time with her dad and friends. When she grows up, she's still pondering. I'm reading it now. She's still pondering, either an artist, a vet, a doctor, or a nurse. Who does she admire most? Her mom, because she always has a positive attitude, and whenever faced with a challenge, she would look for the good in the situation. She could always make a joke or a sarcastic remark and put a smile on my face. Is Mom here?
Her mom just passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is she... activity that she's involved in is the Model Elementary Chorus.
All right. I'm Tammy Taylor, and I am one of four fifth grade teachers at Model Elementary, and I will, the little boy, Jack Miles, he is actually out with the flu, so I'm going to start with Maddie. When we sat down to figure out who we thought our terrific kids would be, there were two kids that automatically popped in our head, and one of them was Maddie. Maddie's kind, caring, always willing to lend an extra hand to anyone in need, gives 100% effort in her work, and even follows directions without complaining, which is huge. Maddie is very creative, artistic. A lot of times at the end of the day, as I'm cleaning up the room or something, I'll find her drawings laying around, and every so often, I am the fortunate recipient of those nice drawings. I'll find them laying on my desk or sitting in my chair, or she'll just hand them to me, which is great. Maddie has gone through some difficult situations this year, but yet she has maintained a positive attitude with a smile on her face. She is the true definition of perseverance. She is one of the many reasons that I enjoy teaching, and I am blessed and honored that she is in my homeroom this year. Maddie Smith. The next terrific kid is Jack Miles, and again, he is out with the flu. This young man shows a lot of character and resilience throughout each of his classes. He puts in a great deal of time, and he tries to do his best in every class. At the end of each day, Jack is satisfied with what he has earned because he works hard all the time. Jack has come a long way this year, and he tutors a few times a week. I hope that he continues to value his education because he knows that it can open doors for him in the future.
All right, next we have the Montessori School. Aubrey Kreider and Ansley Combs are the terrific kids. And Aubrey, favorite subject is art. After school activity is volleyball. She wants to be a pediatrician when she grows up. And when asked who she admires most, she said it's just too hard to pick one. So I say Mom, Dad, Nana, and Pop. They are all sweet and make me feel loved. After school, she is involved in dance, including ballet, tap, and jazz, violin, volleyball, and storytelling. Did you bring your violin? Okay. Ansley, her favorite subject is writing. Where's Doug? There you go. Short stories. After school, she enjoys horseback riding. She wants to be a special education teacher. And when asked who she admired most, Ms. Lackus, my Montessori teacher from 1st through 3rd year at Briar Vista.
Good evening. I'm Melanie Montanero. I'm the administrator at the Montessori School of Rome. I'm here with Miss Caitlin, who is our upper elementary assistant and guide. And I'll start with Ansley, if you want to come a little closer. So Dr. Montessori said that the child is the hope and the promise of mankind. And in Ansley and in Aubrey and in every child here, I truly see that tonight, and it's very heartwarming. Ansley joined us this year, and she went to a Montessori school, and she really loved the method. And so after a little bit of time in another fabulous school here in town, she came to Montessori, and it's like she's always been with us. In fact, I call her my little ambassador, because when I give a tour, I can always count on her to show people a little bit about what's different about the Montessori method, because she's experienced both types of education. And when we have a visitor, they often shadow her for the day because she makes them feel so welcome. And she's just the type of child that makes me smile every time I see her, because she loves to learn and she's willing to put in the work for her education. And I appreciate her family's dedication to that as well. So help me, join me in just congratulating Ansley for being a terrific kid. And next I'd like to introduce Aubrey Kreider. Aubrey has been with us since she was 18 months old. So now she is in our upper elementary program in the 4th grade, and she gets to be a big kid to some of the toddler students who she once was one of them. And I think that the teachers it's so hard to find enough great things to say about both of these girls, but Aubrey, they said, is the type of student who, if she needs a little extra help, she's not afraid to ask for it. And if you have to guide her in a different way, she takes the advice and she's willing to work with it, take it, use her work ethic, and get the results that she needs. She has a rigorous academic schedule at Montessori and a lot of after-school activities. Like, do you ever sleep? Just a little bit. So she's very active in different things in the community as well. I forgot to mention that both of these students do work with the ROME program, and you may have seen their productions at the Polar Express or Shrek, Frozen, those things at the City Auditorium. They both enjoy promoting the arts as well. And for Aubrey, you can always count on her to give her attention to her work and to have a smile for the younger students in her class, for the older ones, and to help everybody that she sees. Thank you so much.
North Heights, Adela Cabrera and Geraldo Garcia Barrios are our students. Adela, her favorite subject is math because it's fun and she's good at it. Favorite after-school activity is playing with her older brother and younger sister. She grows up, she wants to be a fashion designer. She admires her mom, and her activities include challenge and STEM competition. Geraldo's favorite subject is math. After school, he plays football with his friends, and he likes to read. He wants to be a structural engineer when he grows up. He admires his dad, and he's involved in Team Tech at North Heights and Boys Reading Club. I take it this is not Geraldo.
No. He grew up real fast, no. They're sad to say they're both sick. Flu and whatever else we have is running rampant at North Heights. I'm sorry you cannot meet Adela. She is an absolutely fantastic student. You can always put her with anyone as far as math. I teach math. My name is Ashlyn Rich. And you can always put her with any student who doesn't get the math, and she quietly explains it to them with the patience of, I don't even know. She's just really an amazing student. And whenever there seems to be chaos up, you can always count on her to kind of calm it down. But she is a fantastic student, and I'm sorry that you did not get to meet her.
I'm Nick Elliott. I teach 5th grade math and science. So I had a struggle with who to choose as the terrific kid for North Heights 5th grade. So I gave a few of them like a prompt and asked, why do you think you've been nominated as the terrific kid? What does that mean? And so Geraldo, which again, it's a shame you don't get to meet him. He's something special. He told me that what it means for him to be nominated means that we just expect the best of him. And so that speaks volumes. It wasn't about, he's not an organized kid. He's not. He's not the fastest in PE. He's not. There's several things that he's not, but what he is and guaranteed to always be is the best Geraldo. So he's always going to make sure that his best foot forward, that his attempt is there's nothing left behind. Everything that he gives is the best he's going to give, and he gives no second thoughts about what he's done because he knows that he's done his best. And to me, outside of school, after school, as they grow up, that's not fearing the failure, knowing that I've done the best I can, I'm going to keep going to the best I can, is what makes a terrific kid and eventually a terrific adult. So thank you for giving me the chance to come.
Pepperell Elementary. Pepperell's students include Zoe Connell and Macadam Griffin. Zoe's favorite subject is math. Her favorite after-school activity is basketball. When she grows up, she wants to help dogs and cats. She admires her mom and dad, and her activities that she enjoys include PE. Macadam's favorite subject is social studies, and it says you get to learn about what people did in the past for you to be able to live your life free. Okay? After school activity is basketball. When it grows up, it says a lot of things. Football, basketball, baseball player, have his own shop when he retires. He admires his dad. He says he's always thinks about me and loves me. And his activities include football and reading comic books.
I'm Julie Bishop. I teach 5th grade math and social studies at Pepperell Elementary, and I'm here with Zoe. Zoe is a shining example of a child who is full of joy and optimism. She always has a smile on her face and spreads positivity and kindness everywhere she goes. While she's had some difficulties in her life, she always strives to see the positives from every experience and is always grateful. She is intrinsically motivated to try her best every day. Terrific kid, Zoe Connell.
Hello, I am Jenny Hunt, and I am a 5th grade ELA and social studies teacher. Doug, his favorite subject is social studies. Do you see that? Okay, just making sure. And this is McCaden Griffin. And McCaden is just delightful. First of all, this smile you see now comes in that door at 7:55 and leaves that door at 3 o'clock. And he's a giver. He is an absolute giver. But I'm also the unprepared teacher because I did not know I had to read something. So I'm going to share. Don't you tell me at school I wasn't prepared tonight, okay? Okay. It's our secret. Okay. And you can give me the $20 later that you paid for me to pick you to do this, okay? Okay, stop that. I want to share a wonderful story. First off, I had noticed today when we all went back there to get our box dinners, he stepped back and was handing them to people. That is typical McCaden. He has extreme empathy for others. He's honest, he's diligent, he's wonderful, just like all of you wonderful people, children that are sitting here. But this story just epitomizes him. I have a student teacher named Miss Britt, and Miss Britt was doing a lesson with them, and they were making up a story frame, coming up with a group story. He's already laughing. And so the kids decided, number one, it's going to take place on a football field, that the major character is going to be named Odell. Let's see who the NFL fans are in here, because I can see it. Named after Odell Beckham Jr., the well-known receiver in the NFL. And, well, we're going to have a problem. Odell falls and breaks his leg. So then we have to come up with a solution. And the solution is to put in the backup. Well, that's a great plan. So my precious student teacher, who knows nothing about the NFL, turns and goes, "Oh, that's a great plan. We're going to have a backup." She goes, "Backup quarterback, right?" And she starts writing. Well, it starts through the classroom. I'm sitting in the back. Quarterback? He ain't no quarterback. He's a receiver. Who does she? A quarterback? What's wrong with her? Does she not watch the NFL? And I'm listening to all this, and all of a sudden, McCaden goes, "Hey, y'all, come on. Give her a chance. She's trying her best." And that is McCaden in a nutshell. So, thank you.
Hey, Zoe, here, I want to tell you something. You ever get in trouble at school? Sometimes. Okay. Well, here's what I want to tell you. Miss Bishop over there, she used to hang out at my house all the time because her and my daughter were friends. I can get you out, no problem. Okay? No problem at all. All right? So when it happens, call me. Okay? All right, thank you. St. Mary's Catholic School, Joshua Bell and Krista Jackson. Joshua's favorite subject is science. He enjoys playing his violin. He wants to be a middle school science teacher, and he admires Mrs. Amanda Fricks. And activities that he's involved in include scouts, tennis, chess club, and violin. Krista, her favorite subject is math. After school, she dances, and when she grows up, she wants to be a dancer. And who she admires is her dad, and her activities include dance and piano. Krista, dance.
She only dances at recess. I'm Kaiser Pritchett, the 5th grade teacher at St. Mary's, and
When Miss Jackson texted me and told me that I needed to be thinking about this, I thought, I have no idea what you're talking about. So I went to her the next morning, and she told me what a terrific kid banquet was. And it was just no question who I was going to pick out of my class. The kindest students ever. But Krista has the sweetest heart. She smiles 24/7. Some of the kids in my class the other day wanted to have a serious face competition with me. And somebody said, "Oh, Krista, you do it." And I was like, well, that's not fair, because she's just going to start smiling. And she did. She can't keep a straight face for nothing. But I love it. She walks in every morning, "Hey, Miss Pritchett," with a big hug. Hugs me all throughout the day, ends her day with a hug, just the sweetest heart. She's respectful and kind towards everybody she meets. Her smile is absolutely contagious to everyone in our class, not just me. And I'm so lucky that I get to teach her this year. So that's good stuff. And Joshua is such a respectful and kind student. I told his mama multiple times that I have an 11-month-old little boy who is mean as a snake. But I said, I hope that when he gets older, he is so sweet like Joshua, and he is kind towards others and to his teachers like Joshua is. One thing about Joshua is he always asks me all day, "Miss Pritchett, is there anything I can do? Miss Pritchett, can I help you with anything? Do you want me to sweep? Do you want me to do this? Do you want me to pass out papers?" He's always asking if he can help me. He's kind to his peers, even to all those in the younger grades. We go outside, he plays with the younger kids and makes sure everybody's happy and has a friend. But he is a fine example for everyone, and I'm lucky to be his teacher.
Unity Christian School students include Carter Langham and Allie Young. Carter is not here. He's also got the flu. But his favorite subjects are math, science, and language. After school, he enjoys basketball. He wants to be an engineer when he grows up. He admires his pawpaw because he is always there for him. And his after-school activities, the activities that he's involved in include basketball, and he attends First Methodist Church. Allie Young, her favorite subject is math, science, and languages. Her after-school activities include horseback riding. When she grows up, she wants to be either a horse trainer or a doctor. And she admires her friend Sophie because they have the same interest in a lot of things. And she is involved in horseback riding, soccer, and she attends First Presbyterian Church.
Okay, my name is Neely Whiteside, and I teach 4th and 5th grade reading, language arts, and writing. Okay, some adjectives to describe Allie are determined, diligent, and dynamic, which means she works hard at everything that she does. Allie has the sweetest, kindest heart and is willing to help her classmates at any time. Allie is gifted with many talents. Her grades are top-notch, her love for her classmates is genuine, and her testimony of her life is inspiring to Unity's 5th graders. Allie's love of learning motivates others to do their best. Kindness is humbly giving of yourselves in love and mercy to others, and Allie displays these traits daily to her peers. Matthew 5:16 portrays Allie's character. It says, "In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father who is in heaven." And this is why Allie is Unity's terrific kid.
West Central students include Gage Pyle and Brenda Lucas Vale. Gage enjoys, his favorite subject is reading. After school, he likes reading, building with Legos, and playing with his brother. When he grows up, he wants to be a police officer. He admires his grandfather, Papa, and his activities that he is involved in is running, reading, eating. I'm my kind of guy. Babysitting his brother. Brenda enjoys reading, social studies, math, and science. She participates in the art club. Oh, boy. She wants to be a professional singer. You going to sing for us? All right. The person that she admires most is God, and activities that she's involved in include the art club.
My name is Kim Bussey, and I'm a fourth grade teacher at West Central. I teach reading, and Gage is in my homeroom. Gage is a terrific student. All of his teachers love him, and we were unanimous in our choice of him as our terrific kid. Miss O'Rourke says that Gage is always giving 100% and engaged in lessons. Miss Apola says that Gage is always polite and kind to his classmates and teachers, and he has a smile that lights up the room. Mr. Price says that Gage is always focused and does his best. I wish I had a classroom full of Gages. Gage is a terrific kid.
Hi, my name is Miranda Harper, sorry. My maiden name's Wilkins, I don't know. Don't tell my husband I've been married for 7 years. Miranda Harper, and I am 5th grade teacher. I teach science at West Central. And I'm here to talk about Miss Brenda. I have had the privilege of teaching her 2 older brothers as well, so I know her family very well. She is a very positive person. She tries her very best in all her classes. Brenda's parents don't speak much English, if any, but she has learned English in school and through the help of her older brothers. Last year, her oldest brother actually was killed on his job. And throughout that, she has kept a positive and optimistic attitude. She isn't the top of her class, but she strives to be. She always wants to help everyone and be the best friend she can be. Every morning, she gives me a hug. When she leaves my class, she gives me another hug. When she sees me in the afternoon, another hug. And another hug before she goes home. She is just so sweet and the best friend. And I would like to say to her parents, tu padres, Brenda siempre es amigable y agradable. Okay? Thank you.
Is your husband here?
No.
Well, you may want to go home and block Channel 4. All right, last but not least, Madison Major and Abby Thornton are both from West End Elementary. Abby, her favorite subject is math, and her favorite after-school activity is dance. And where did Clara go? All right. When she grows up, she wants to be the President of the United States. And my question is, why? She admires her parents, and she's involved in softball, dance, running club, school newspaper, and swimming. Madison's favorite subject is math. Her favorite after-school activity, she likes to pitch on the softball team. She wants to be an acute care nurse when she grows up. And she admires her mom because she teaches her a lot of things, and her activities include softball, basketball, and volleyball.
I'm Jackie Weed, and I teach reading and writing at West End. And I'm here to represent Madison. I think we're both nervous to be up here, aren't we? Caring, kind, and smart are just a few words that describe Madison Major. She has been recognized at West End for her outstanding character and grades. And even though she said math was her favorite subject, I teach her ELA, and she is a phenomenal reader and writer, and I've been so lucky to work with her this year. She's written some amazing stories and works so hard in everything that she does. She is helpful to teachers and other students, so I can definitely see her becoming a nurse one day. I don't know what I would do without her help in the afternoon after school. She helps me put up all the Chromebooks and make sure they're all plugged in and charging. And in the morning, she says, "Oh, do you want me to pass them out?" And I'm like, "Yes, help me get them out before the day starts." And she's always willing to do those jobs that maybe some of the other kids don't really want to do, and she does it with a smile and without even being asked. So I know she's going to go far in life, no matter what she chooses, because of her positive attitude, determination, that winning smile, and I'm honored to be her teacher.
My name is Lisa Strack, and I am Abby's 5th grade math teacher and homeroom teacher. And I think that we get to present Abby last because I'm presenting the future President of the United States.
That's Madam President.
But seriously, Abby is probably the most ambitious 5th grade student I have ever taught. She could probably run my classroom without my help. She excels in everything she does, and I truly believe that she is capable of fulfilling her dream as President of the United States. I'm very fortunate to have her in my classroom this year, and when her 5th grade teachers were asked to choose a terrific kid, we all said Abby at the same time. So, Abby, you already have my vote when you become president, and congratulations on being our terrific kid.
Abby, I think you need to start having everybody call you Madam President. Well, folks, you just met some of the finest 4th and 5th graders we have in the Rome City and Floyd County schools. And, every year it just gets better and better when you see especially what these kids want to be when they grow up. It's just mind-boggling sometimes when you see what they do and hear some of their accomplishments. But I'm going to ask all the kids, the terrific kids, to stand one more time. If you are a guardian of one of these children, will you please stand? I mean, you think about it, without that group that's standing right there, these kids probably wouldn't be here tonight. So we thank you for that. Teachers, administrators, counselors, please stand. I've been married to an educator for, a long time. And I know what you go through. I know what you go through. All right, at this time, I'm going to turn the program back over to the oldest president we've ever had, Bruce Peace. And then we'll close out the program. I want to thank all you teachers and administrators that had to deal with me for the last month getting this stuff in. You guys are awesome.
Thank you, Jim, for putting this on for us. Okay. Yeah, I think Jim mentioned that we've got the videos, and we'll get them to the schools just as soon as we get them finished up. One other thing we'd like to do, if you have a few moments, all the terrific kids, if we can come over to this side of the room after the meeting, we'd like to get one group picture, if you will. One other group I'd like to thank is these folks down here, the Board of Education and the Board of Education, and also the private school administration for all their support. We do a lot of things with the students in Floyd County, and we always get great support from all the students and all the schools. And I just want to thank the educators, the board, and the administration for all the support you give us, because without that we could not be doing what we do in the community. So thank you. At this time, if you got a program, I'd just like for you to take it with you and look at some of the things that the Optimist Club does throughout the community throughout the year. We do a lot of youth work and also some other community recognition programs. So take an opportunity to look at that, if you will, and see what we do in the community. We meet every Monday at 11:45. We'd love to have you attend one of our meetings if you'd like to see what Optimism is all about. We meet at 11:45 at the Three Rivers Club. That's at the Braves Stadium every Monday, so we'd love to have you join us if you get an opportunity to do so. At the end of every Optimist Club meeting and every Optimist Club event, we recite the Optimist Creed. And the Optimist Creed is on this banner right here. I believe it's also on the back of your program. So we would like to invite you, if you will, to stand and let's all together recite the creed. And I'm going to ask Charles Graves to lead us in reciting the creed.
I promise you we're only going to take just a minute or two to get this photograph if parents will let them do it. So just have them all come to that corner there and we'll do it very quickly. If you will join me in our creed, promise yourself to be so strong that nothing can disturb your peace of mind, to talk health, happiness, and prosperity to every person you meet, to make all your friends feel that there is something in them, to look at the sunny side of everything and make your optimism come true, to think only of the best, to work only for the best, and to expect only the best, to be just as enthusiastic about the success of others as you are about your own, to forget the mistakes of the past and press on to the greater achievements of the future, to wear a cheerful countenance at all times and give every living creature you meet a smile, to give so much time to the improvement of yourself that you have no time to criticize others, be too large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to admit the presence of trouble. Thank you and good evening.
You've been watching one in a series of events honoring outstanding students attending Rome and Floyd County schools. The program is sponsored by the Noon Optimist Club and is divided into 3 categories: Student of the Month, Student of the Year, recognizing high school students, and Student of the Semester, recognizing middle school students. Honorees are selected by the faculty and staff of each school. In addition to this program, the Noon Optimist Club sponsors or gives financial support to more than a dozen other youth-related events and organizations in the Rome area. These efforts are made possible by funds from the Noon Optimist Club's annual Pancake Breakfast, which is held at the Rome Civic Center each year on the Saturday before Thanksgiving. The Noon Optimist Club luncheon meetings are held each Monday at 11:45 a.m. in the Rome Braves Stadium. Guests and prospective members are always welcome to attend.